1849. The gold excitement spread like wildfire even out to our log cabin in the prairie. And as we had almost nothing to lose, and we might gain a fortune, we early caught the fever.
The discovery of California gold in 1849 opened a floodgate of emigration across America. The promise of gold in California and homestead lands in the Oregon territories enticed 250,000 emigrants to leave their homes and make the journey across the great American desert.
July 19th, 1850. This is the most desolate-looking country that I ever saw. Since we crossed the dividing ridge on the 9th, the ground has been dry and parched and very dusty. Nothing much except wild sage growing in this part of the country. Wild and rugged hills. John Lowry Brown.
I little realized then the task I had undertaken. If I had, I think I should still be in my log cabin in Missouri. But when we talked it all over, it sounded like such a small task to go out to California. And once there, fortune, of course, would come to us. Luzina Stanley Wilson.
The westward migration across America followed trails long used by wildlife and those who hunted them. The Atlantic Rim area of Wyoming borders the western base of the Sierra Madre Mountains and includes the eastern edge of the Great Divide Basin. Muddy Creek and its tributaries traverse the region, flowing across valley floors and past steep-sided canyons. The area's seasonal streams and dense sagebrush created daunting challenges for emigrants seeking shorter routes across southern Wyoming.
They're always looking for cutoffs. Oh, maybe we can go this way, it'll be faster. Sometimes they find they end up at a cliff or something. You know, it isn't faster. But they're always looking for cutoffs, which also accounts for why there is more than one Cherokee Trail in Wyoming.
John Lowry Brown, a Cherokee and member of the 1850 wagon train, recorded miles traveled by use of an odometer strapped to the wagon wheel. His diary describes passage across the Atlantic Rim area.
July 10th. Traveled 25 miles today without finding water until night when we camped on a branch of Muddy Creek. Very bad road. Grass scarce and water not good. Camp 59.
On July 15, 1858, the project was finished. The men gathered around the evening campfire to celebrate their accomplishment. Their completed road would become a major transcontinental trail across America.
We made the surrounding mountains ring with the strains of the Star-Spangled Banner, there in the midst of the wilderness, where the stillness of the night is almost painfully oppressive, where no sound is heard to break the spell of silence. There did our voices swell out in harmony, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. 3 cheers were given, then we shouldered our tools, and in single file followed the guide's pony into the darkness. Seville and the Company A engineers.
Congress passed the legislation necessary to build a transcontinental railroad. The route was selected, and construction began. Rails reached Wyoming in 1867, and as construction progressed, a series of towns sprouted on the southern Wyoming prairie. now with its own communities and citizens. The Wyoming Territory was officially created in July 1868. The next spring, in May of 1869, the railroad construction was completed at Promontory Point, Utah. Today, the Atlantic Rim region continues to provide benefits for Wyoming and America through agricultural production, recreational uses, and energy development. Far off the beaten path, some of the pioneer trails remain, remnants of our nation's history. More than 150 years later, these trails endure due to the cooperative efforts of a variety of organizations and private landowners. Through education and cooperation, their work continues as they preserve this heritage for future generations.